Hey guys, today I'll be teaching you a very useful second square approach that I personally use when I can't find the second square pair, but I only see the corner, and it's called the corner first approach. Essentially, it enables me to keep solving even when I don't know where the edge is. So instead of pausing to find everything, I can get things going with this partial information, and that really eliminates the second square pause a lot of times. So yeah, I would like to share with you. When we kind of are inserting the dr edge towards the second square, and all we see is the corner, we want to bring the corner to the U layer facing the side. All right. So for example, in this case, we want to change how we insert dr so that that corner is influenced, like I said. So for example here, I would do RE2R to insert dr so that the corner is kind of here set up on U layer, and then kind of in that process, do I kind of begin to look for the edge because I didn't get a chance beforehand. So during that process, I look for dr, and right after solving the corner, orienting the corner like that, I can smoothly head into solving the pair now, because I obtained the missing piece of information on the move when I'm orienting the corner. Okay, so here's how you eliminate the pause. You kind of defer the process of having to find the edge by orienting the corner first. You buy yourself time. All right, and it is not a waste, because orienting the corner improves your pair case on average. So it's a kind of a worthy detour to take. Efficiency wise, it's not too bad, that is. And the good thing is it reduces your pause tremendously. So that add up to a very useful, I guess, backup technique when you don't see everything about the second square pair when inserting dr. Right? It's a very useful backup approach. Again, it's not like something you should employ 100% of the time, but it is very useful, especially when you're starting, to work on second block transition and you aren't that good at tracking things, and usually all you see is a corner and you panic, you freak out, and the flow of the solve is broken. Well, you don't have to fear about that anymore. Even with limited pair tracking skills, you can still be able to kind of only see 50% of the pair, right? Only see the corner, but still kind of reduce your pause by a lot using my corner first approach. Right? I'm gonna finish this example like that, and yeah, let's do some random ones. So here, dr is here. Kind of suppose we're only staring at these faces, and of course this is imagine yourself really moving the cube on the action when you're solving dr, and you're really stressed, right? You're solving dr like this, and you really don't have time to, for example, start looking for this when this shows up later on, but rather when you fix your eyes earlier on here, you would kind of rather prefer to stick to this rather than begin to switch to something new, a newer corner that shows up at a later time, right? You would rather prefer to track this one earlier on, just because of how you're already familiar with where it'll end up when dr is finished, rather than this one where you are caught by surprise. So here's what I do. I always stick to the first corner I see, and that's kind of also part of my corner first approach, right? So yeah, I know the corner will end up here, but I don't know nothing about the edge. And right now I'm just actively hunting for the edge, and hey, it shows up, so that's great. Let's go ahead to do it. So yeah, there's not much influencing there, but you see how the order of finding this second square pair that I use is always corner first. All right. Now again, dr, and this is the first corner I see. So, all right, let me slightly change it like this. So if it's like this, then the normal dr insertion solution would kind of break the corner because it'll bring it into a bad spot. So rather, when I see this, I would change my DR solution impromptu to be M prime U. And yeah, ignore this corner because I won't be seeing this. I have no vision for it. I don't have vision for this, so I stick to this. So I would change my DR solution impromptu to M prime U. All right, M prime U. And I kind of look out for the corner in the meantime, and I see it here. So I bring it down. And since I orient the corner beforehand, this is a better than average case. So it's still pretty easy. And yeah. Okay, one more. Yeah, hopefully I'm making sense. I originally wrote a script for this, but I decided to throw it away because, well, doing like this is way more comfortable. Improvise. Okay, yeah, here, I guess DR is here, and I see this. So instead of inserting DR like this, which breaks the corner, I would insert it so it orients the corner on top. And I look for the edge in the meanwhile, and I see it's not here, so I kind of do a sneak peek at the back, and immediately I see it's back there. So because I orient, I have a pretty good case. It's a 5 mover, and I guess the flow of the solve is not too bad because, well, even when we did pause here looking for the edge, we already know it'll be in one of kind of these two positions, rather than if we pause right after solving DR and look for the edge all over the cube. The corner first approach still gives us an edge, even if it kind of inevitably led to a pause. The pause would be after we've kind of narrowed down the range of the matching edge, after we've narrowed down the range. So it's better that way. Yeah. A couple of more examples. Here, DR is here. This is the corner we see. So instead of solving DR like this, putting the corner kind of the bottom cutter facing up, we want to influence it to the side by changing the DR solution to be something like this, or right, R right prime U, and then looking for the edge, found it here. So yeah, go ahead into that. Cool. I guess one more. Okay, yeah, here's the easy one. Right? This is all we see, so of course we want to bring the corner here and then here, kind of orient it. And I may or may not know which corner it is, but in any case, bringing it here would be a good, I guess, decision because, well, with a large percentage of chance, I will be able to find the corner anyways because of how I bought myself time solving the corner first. Okay, so I'll go ahead into that. Or maybe not that, but yeah, same idea. And yeah, finish. I don't know how to finish. Okay, maybe one more. This is addictive. Hopefully it is for you too. Yeah, let's see. This case. All right, so this is tricky because DR is so bad. You should never allow DR to be here. But anyways, if it's here, you want to kind of preserve this corner. So you do something like this. Right, and you look out for the edges. The edge is here. So instead of solving DR like this, yeah. So I kind of always kind of slow down the solution of DR when there's only the last R and R AOF remaining. I would not really perform it, but rather save it because I know I could be inserting a U move at any case, any time. For example, in this case, I would actually do a U here and then something like that. All right, to give myself an easier pair solution. Yeah. So that's another thing to bear in mind when using the corner first approach, is that you really got to be creative with how you insert DR and kind of prepare yourself for that impromptu DR solution. Don't be like, hey, here's where DR is, so I'm going to solve that in that one optimal solution that I originally thought of, but rather be prepared to change the DR solution at any time as soon as a new evidence show up about the pair that could, change how you solve DR. Okay. Now, okay, this is rather easy. let's hide the edge. Hide the edge. All right, yeah, right. So you would want to solve dr like this. So the corner is here, and then since you don't see anything here, you would probably change solution to here and do a sneak peek, and that would be right. This again, this is the first kind of phase of the corner first approach, and the second phase you would finish with this after you find the edge. Okay, yeah, yeah. Really, I think it's a useful, very useful technique. Just to practice yourself, you would see how fun it would make your second block solving experience into. Yeah, it's transformative, I think. Like one more example here. So the edge is here and the corner is here. So I'll solve dr like that. Well, let's see. That's not exciting enough. Yeah, maybe this. Let's see. Yeah, this. So instead of the usual solution, I'm gonna insert the edge like this, right? Like this. So that dr will be oriented like that. And hey, it did give us a huge advantage with this pair. Again, the advantage of orienting the corner is clearly demonstrated. So yeah, I hope you do get my point and try to apply the technique to your own solves as well. Let me know whether it works for you or not. Hopefully it will, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. This is really a improvised video, so I hope I'm making sense. Yeah. See you guys in the next video. Let me know what you want to watch next. Thanks.